How do you spell patient?
And we are live.
Hey.
Hey, sorry for excessive clicking during the intro being played, but someone forgot to mute themselves.
Yeah. Rude.
Yeah.
If you listen,
DM.
if you re-listen to it real carefully, you might even identify the voice, because someone spoke.
Yeah. How do you spell patient?
I could hear a distinctive inhale as well, so I could.
Whoops. Yeah, who did that? What a day. Jesus.
But welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry for not streaming last week, but life got to us.
Yeah. I thought it was me. Was it me? I think it was me.
I
Yeah,
think it was you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did I
100%.
cancel? What
I
was it?
think you did.
I forgot.
You know, we can't play without a DM, so.
Yeah. My mind was like, we didn't make it for some reason. I forgot why.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We didn't make it.
To be fair, I think that day I didn't get out to work until like 7, 8 anyway, so I don't think I would have been there either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you were
I mean,
late. Tarek was,
I was
out.
sick.
yeah.
Gemini was sick. I was just tired because I'm working like forever at the moment.
I woke up and looked at my phone and went, oh, okay. And just fell back to sleep.
It's actually kind of funny. Like all the schools are closing down, and I actually have more work. But never mind.
Yay! Fun.
So you
for
guys
us.
are just rubbing salt in my wounds now. So you're saying it would have just been me? I could have
Yes.
just played with myself.
No, I
online?
would have
Whoa,
been there.
Whoa.
Hey, I would have
Crazy.
been there.
Here.
No,
Here.
what?
Make sure you wash your hands after you're done doing that.
There you go.
Yeah. How much alcohol do you have to drink for your spit to be sanitizer?
I don't know, but I'm willing to find out.
Do you know what, right? We'll say you get some moonshine, I'll get some patching. We'll give this a
Got
go.
this.
I'm slightly worried for my teammates.
Three shots in and they're done.
You should be. But have you ever
So-
drank patching? 2.5 shots.
I drip
Here
all
we
that stuff.
are,
Come on, Kat,
half an
why
hour late because we needed to talk to each other and
Yeah.
we
And
wanted to
bitch.
see if everybody was
Yeah.
okay. We were kind of
Mhm.
comparing how all our different countries were dealing with the thing that's going on in the world right now.
Spoiler alert, mine's the worst.
Guess the country.
You say that. You say that. Up until a week ago, the UK's advice for COVID-19 was sing happy birthday twice while washing your hands.
Ours was it's a hoax. I still win moves.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Fair.
Oh dear. Yeah, wasn't
You
it
know-
like, oh, it won't cross the waters. It's all in Europe and Asia. We're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I
Did
still
Trump
like-
not go on and say the Chinese virus at one point?
At one point, every chance
Possibly.
he gets.
Ah, excellent. What a guy.
So
Oh.
good. So what happened last time we were playing when things were good?
Yeah. Last time we were playing, the world was actually okay. There was like, there's a bit of a flu in China at the minute. You might need to keep an eye on it. It's okay. Now it's like, the world's ending.
So basically,
Buy all the
every
toilet
time-
roll. Buy all the
So basically, what you're saying is, if we don't play, the world goes to shit.
Yes,
Correct.
this is our
Yes.
fault.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to play more often.
So-
I think this is accurate.
Anyway, I hope everybody is healthy and safe and stuff. Whoever is watching, listening, or whatever to this, and I hope all your loved ones are safe and healthy as well, and that we as a race, I would almost say, get through this and make the best out of it. And I saw a text coming by where I believe it's what did it say? No, something about crisis. Oh, crisis! It was the crisis in Japanese characters is one is the character for bad, and the other is the character for opportunity. And I think that that's a nice idea. You know, a lot of people will
That's good.
learn things from it from this type of situation.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
anyway, that's our broadcast for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
This is our
Yeah.
announcements.
No,
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what?
not
Just
supposed
as
to
a
be
sorry,
about
just
current events. So
yeah,
sorry.
just as a quick one. There has been some really nice things online, whether they're true or not. Some of them seem to be of just people being really fucking nice, like during this, and really coming together.
Yeah.
Gives you a
Mhm,
bit of hope
mhm.
Yeah.
To
for humanity.
kind of piggyback on that a little bit. First off, air pollution is clearing up a lot because not a lot of people are driving. That's great.
Flying,
But secondly, there's a lot of like artists like John Legend and the girl from High School Musical. They're doing like performances and stuff on Instagram and Twitter. So
Yes.
if you're stuck
Wow.
inside, you can always go to a concert in your own house.
Exactly.
You can always come onto Twitch and watch stuff up here as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And if you're really bored, all of our previous episodes are available on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are
Really
not.
forced,
They are
Class
not
Zero.
numbered.
They are not numbered.
Sorry.
So good luck.
And
Although during this lovely quarantine crisis, I may actually have time to go in and number them. I'll get on that.
And I would even say, I don't know, but talking about myself, I am home a lot because of all of this. We have a Discord channel.
Oh
Yes,
shit,
we
we do.
It's
Yeah.
down at
Oh
the
yeah.
bottom. Down at
Yeah.
the bottom.
If there are even enough people that go like, I'm crawling up against the wall, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Go up on our Discord channel and let us know, and maybe we can get together and do like a one shot or something. And
Yeah, with fans, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good
So.
initiative.
All right.
all right.
It's a great
Anyways,
DM.
we have kind of left off where you guys
Left off.
Get out.
Can anybody tell me what has happened with you guys?
We left.
We left the farm.
Yes, we did
Mhm,
leave the
yeah.
farm. We didn't get
Yeah.
far off the farm though, but we left
We're
the
at the
farm.
farm with Rose, and
No, Rose
Yeah,
just
and
shoot us and told us.
there was a
"Fuck
big
off,"
dramatic event, and we all had to leave.
Yeah, and just to, was Tarek with us when?
Yes.
He
Okay,
was
cool. I
outside
could-
doing hand things.
Phrasing everybody?
Yeah, phrasing.
And
Yes,
things.
did he have his oil?
We
Because
don't
one
know.
does not simply do hand things
Things
without
that's true.
his oil.
Well,
Guys, let's raise the bar a little bit. Come on.
No.
we refuse.
The world is
And he's
ending.
got
Take it lower.
That's
We
the Sean
need to
Bean
lower
right
it.
All right.
Sorry.
Everybody kind of told us where the markings that they've gotten from the demon was located.
Mhm.
And
That happened.
did you do as well, Wheeler?
I did. I can't remember where I said. I think neck. I think
Was
it
it
was
neck?
like
Was it?
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it was
Yeah.
like side of his neck.
Because
Yeah.
you're bandaged.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think me and Kel were the only ones who didn't specify where ours are.
Oh no, mine's back shoulder blade.
Okay.
yeah, I
You-
thought
you
yours
tramp
were also
stamped
like
yours.
in a hidden spot.
Yeah, I thought yours was like.
Yeah.
Did you not say it was like somewhere like I know it was hidden by your hair?
No, you said tramp stamp.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Oh,
say that was
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tramp
You
stamp.
didn't go for the taint
I wanted to, but I thought, you know what?
Huh?
I'm not
because it'd
gonna
be an
able to show
interesting
that to
time
people.
and an interesting story about how someone found that. You know,
True.
holding the tail in one hand. Oh, what's this? Get back
There's
to what
no
you're doing.
tail. He has no tail.
Wait, what?
Continue.
What these
Jim has no
markings do, you guys kind of just accepted it or something, and while you're all kind of examining things, Cal, you looked at the fire, you kind of went into deep memorial state, or memorial state, what's that? No, how do you say
You
it?
went into
Memory?
a trance.
Yeah, you went
Trance.
back in memories of that you had as a much younger elf, and you have had this vision of a human woman talking to you,
Oh, yeah.
religious, and for some reason you couldn't. Her audio was muted.
Mm-hmm.
You could only see her talk, but you recalled the feeling of protection and of safety you had with her, and she pointed in a direction, and because of your hunting skills and your skills of tracking and stuff, looking at the stars and the sky and you think you have a pretty good idea in what direction she was pointing. And after that, you guys kind of went back to the farm to why actually did you go back to the farm?
To check and
Stopped
see if
off on the way.
Corona had left.
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. What I was. And so you came back there. Nobody was there except for Rose, who did a little bit of hide and seek with Cal, and
Pretty
Force-fed
well,
escape.
actually.
yeah. She was darn good at it. And you guys were stuffed with food and were taken care of. But then it was kind of found out that shit happened, and Rose learned about this, and she was not having it. And she said, like, okay, just go out there, get yourself healed and get yourself cured and whatever, and get this curse lifted off of you and come back safe.
Yeah.
Especially a certain halfling in your party that she wants safe and sound back to her. So you guys have pretty much left the farm and are walking in. Where do you go? What direction do you head?
Well, I suppose Cal will probably take front. I don't think anybody disagreed with his
No,
trajectory,
'cause it
so-
was like north as well, I think, towards
Kellenborg people are also.
Yeah.
they're up that direction. So,
Yes.
but
Yes.
sorry.
Cal hasn't a clue about that. He's just following his instincts at the moment. So,
And we just think he's going where we think we want to go, so
Yeah.
we're like, yeah, let's go there.
so
And
that's generally what will happen then.
Yeah.
Jim and I will be behind Cal.
So you guys, there is, well, I wouldn't say an actual road heading that way, but it's not jungle you guys need to walk through. So the traveling is quite easy going, and so you can have a good pace in the speed that you're making. Is there
25
anything you
feet.
guys?
Would one say it's grasslands?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yep, Cal's proficient in grasslands.
There you go. Woohoo.
It's now not grasslands. You immediately then go into a forest.
Sorry.
I used to proficient in forest as well.
It's mountainous.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Give me a copy
So-
of your character sheet. It's see the train you don't have. It's that.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, it's Chicago.
My time is shit.
The whole road towards it is suburbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Not the suburbs.
So, is there any talk amongst you guys, or you just
Oh yeah.
head over there?
Uh,
Anything you guys want to play out, or just
yes.
private?
Guys,
Yes.
where's Tarek?
Tarek is still
Oh.
here.
Oh, is Tarek still here?
Oh.
Tarek is
he's there.
at this point is still here. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Then I'm
What
not
do you mean
wondering
at this point, DM?
Then I'm not wondering, because we're all going together, merrily. But like,
Right, well,
right? Yeah.
carry on then.
Yeah. Carry
Since
or
Cal seems so certain about where he's going, Cal, have you met the people of Kellenborg? Do you know where they're located?
No, I haven't been there, no. I'm just going by general cardinal directions.
Okay. And you're relatively certain this is the correct.
Well, you said it was north
Yes.
east?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'll have to consult with the DM.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Something's sort of pulling me towards that way, so I thought, with the way the stars are and the sun,
Wait,
yeah, we're pretty
yes,
good.
No. Star, sudden, yes, something is pulling you that way?
It's instinct.
What's her name?
Ha. But we all have demonic markings currently, and it is a bit worrisome that something is pulling you that way.
Not precisely like with a rope. No.
what?
It's
Wheeler
pulling me
starts laughing.
because it's pulling me in the sense that is the direction I know we're going.
Carry
I've
on.
been out here for ages. It's pretty easy to figure where north, east, south, and west is.
So you've spent a lot of time in the wilderness then.
Pretty much, yeah.
How old
With
are
her
you?
stairs and
Wo-
halfling.
Wood elf.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to tell. It's sort of a strange question sometimes. But if you really want to know, yeah, I'm over at least.
Stalling while he looks at his sheet.
I'm over 100 at least. We mature past then, so we do.
And over 100. So you've spent most of those years out here by yourself.
Most of them, yeah. I've been trained all my life in that sort of society that lives in the forests anyway, so I'm pretty down to earth, you might say.
So then, and has it been in this area? Or
Not this area particularly, no. Just forests and particularly grasslands of late, so.
Okay, well, fair enough. Lead on.
Off we go.
All right. You guys travel for pretty much a day until it becomes evening and you need to set up camp.
Right, usual everyone.
Yes, I'll take first watch if nobody minds.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
I'll take dinner. And he starts setting up a fire.
You set up fire, I'll go get some stuff, and then we're good to go.
I'm gonna
bring back more than what you brought last time.
I will do it later. Cal, you need help?
How stealthy are you?
Yeah.
Stealthy?
Sorry,
you're going hunting. Never mind.
Well, if you want to stop for a chat, I can catch you a few things afterwards.
No, we can chat later. I'm not very good at stealthing apparently. I apparently I glow a bit lately.
Oh, right. Well, I wasn't meaning that in any offensive way. I just was asking you a question,
No, but apparently, I mean, even I can say that. Well, sometimes at least I glow, especially when it's getting dark.
Well, if you're not
when I
confident
use magic.
it's stealthing, then sure, yeah. I'll be back in give me 15 minutes or so.
All right.
Right, and then Cal goes and tries to hunt for slightly more because he has a slightly rotund halfling to look after.
I'm not rotund.
You were.
No, but you have an appetite of a rotund person.
Yeah. I have an appetite of a sparrow compared to most halflings.
Probably.
Or so you say.
Only had like 4 meals today. Like, fucked up with that.
Only 4. Did you not even get brunch in? No.
No, and 11s fucking right out.
No 11s? Oh my god, you're
11s.
so.
It's ridiculous.
Terrible time of rationing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys set up camp and
Yeah.
make a fire, and Cal goes out hunting. And, well, everything goes as planned. You bring back a couple of rabbits, Cal, and you guys make it ready for consumption. And Fluffles is meanwhile playing with some insects in the grass, and he's kind of running after them and trying to catch them and stuff.
Aww.
And
Ellie is watching him. And while this is going on, she's gonna actually sit down and she's gonna buy whatever fire is going up and stuff. And if that's not enough, she's gonna use one of her skills, which is called predistigation. Yes, she will use that to make some like specks of lights, so she can look at the marking in her hand, and she's gonna sketch it down into her book, and basically poke it. And try to figure out what it does and consider. Yes, that's what she does for now.
Okay.
Gemini will make patches of Ellie's house and of the clearing where we fought the demon for his coat.
All right. Cool. And Cal and Wheeler, you guys are cooking?
Yeah, well, Cal will have sort of a sigh because he can only come back with a couple of rabbits. Nothing too big for what he was looking for, but food is normal, I suppose.
Yeah, it's more than enough to feed at least the four of you. Wheeler is a bit of an exception. He'll have to tighten his belt a bit.
Wheeler sighs heavily when he sees it.
Howard, meanwhile, is doing some push-ups and stuff, and is getting ready. He kind of breaks the branches and throws them on the fire.
Ellie
Oils himself while staring at Gemini, unblinking.
Seeing Cal
Gemini
comes
oils back.
Ellie is gonna bring out the gem from her backpack after she's done sketching the mark.
Sorry, we need an animator. We really do. I just want that just to the side, just oil each other.
And she's gonna bring it out and unwrap it, and she's gonna look if she can see the demon inside of it.
You hold the ruby?
Yeah, I hold up the ruby. I look into the ruby.
You look at it. You
Yeah.
look careful, and you think you see indeed still the demon inside of it.
Do I notice
She
this?
shakes it. She's not being sneaky about it. If that helps.
She's sitting close to the fire, and the fire is catching more nicely in the reflection.
I'll just kind of passively cast comprehend languages with my ring.
All right.
Yeah, but she shakes it a bit as well to see if it even affects it.
It's very small. It's hard to tell if it's affected, and you hear a voice in your head. Hello again.
What did you do to us? What's the mark?
Throw me in the fire and I'll tell you.
Tell me that I might throw you in the fire.
What? I don't like that.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, Ellie, don't throw that shit in the fire. No.
No, that's exactly how it works.
Fine. Have a good day.
Do you want to see something cool,
It's
Mr. Demon?
night!
I'm gonna walk up to the crystal, disguise myself as a smaller version of him, and be like, "I'm free! I'm free!"
You, Ellie, you feel the ruby kind of slightly vibrate.
Move it away from the fire. What you doing?
They're doing the Harlem Shake.
Shake it.
Wheeler gets in on that.
Stop it.
Wheeler disguised self as a demon, starts dancing with Gemini.
Cal gets up and actually walks a distance away from everybody.
Somewhere in it just zooms out like way into the forest. You see a mushroom cloud.
Sunglasses.
Why are you vibrating?
Why are you vibrating?
Suddenly, a flash happens. And all of you are somewhere else.
Including Cal.
Including Cal.
Son of a bitch.
It's like all our camp stuff with us, or just us, like whatever we had.
Just you.
Flavos?
And you look around. You don't see anybody else.
Flavos?
You're all alone.
All
Am I
of us?
still the demon?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, just teleported into like a market town, looking like a demon. Just
Oh no!
dear.
Oh.
Did you do this?
bring out your women and children.
You look at your hands, Ellie, and the ruby's gone.
Guys? Who did the
You
ruby?
look around. All of you look around, each separate. And you see you're in a small hallway, but everywhere around you is sharp and edged rock. And
Well,
it's high.
Is there
You
any
can't
any
see
way I get high to?
the top of it.
What the fuck?
Ted looks confused.
hello. Does it echo?
No.
Damn it.
You've become a duck.
And you being quite used to sound and vibrations and stuff, you immediately notice that your hello doesn't carry as far as it sounds muted, even coming out of your mouth.
Well,
You can definitely hear yourself. There's no problem hearing yourself, but you have the idea that people standing 30 feet away from you will have to really pay attention to catch what you're saying.
30 feet away.
Yeah, it's an interesting, it's very specific.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wheeler just looks around himself and he's like, oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. This is how I die. Fuck. Shit. Pissed off one too many demons. Damn it.
Gemini just starts yelling, is there anybody out there?
Guys, did you take the gem?
So did you say it was like a narrow passage, so there's like front and back ways you can go?
There is only a front way. The back is also closed, so there's only one path to go.
Wheeler start heading that way the whole way going, this is how I die.
All right.
Cal looks at his equipment. Does he have everything he had when he was carrying on him?
Yep. Everything that you kind of put down, so everything that you didn't have on you is not with you.
Oh, thank God he's still got the leg of rabbit. For a minute there, I thought I was in trouble.
Gemini starts funneling the walls.
Everybody that moves, be it touching something, be it walking, be it just looking around and moving a bit more to the side, you all within seconds start to notice that it's not just the sides of the walls that are sharp and edged, it's the floor that you walk on. And especially you, Wheeler, will notice this. It is painful. It's like pretty much you're having a super hard time because the floor is also a tad bit misty. You have the trouble deciding where to place your feet without having more or less the sharpness of a sharp knife cutting into your feet. And you guys that are wearing shoes start to notice it as well. You feel sharp edges pressing up against your thick leather in your shoes and damaging them.
Oh.
I don't like this.
Ow, ow,
Um,
ow. Holding the leg of a rabbit up with it. Ow, ow.
As Gemini touches the walls, they feel corporeal. They feel real.
Yeah, definitely. And you also touch it, and you think you touch it at a safe spot, but there's an angle from the rock that just kind of pricks you slightly. Nothing that does real damage. Also for you, Wheeler, it hurts, but you're not getting wounds out of it just yet. But you definitely don't want to walk on this stuff for more than 5 to 10 minutes before it starts hurting, and before you guys, your shoes will start giving off and breaking apart.
Can we get out of here? What is? Can Ellie do some kind of Arcana check? Just sense if she gets any magical feeling from it or anything.
Go ahead.
I suppose I have no choice. Cal forge on forwards.
Same, Gemini.
24.
24. You look around and you take a moment to kind of try to attune yourself to any magic that is around you and take it in, because as you kind of move your hands towards the wall, you almost have the feeling like the rocks are. You don't see them move, but you almost have the feeling that the parts of the rock that you don't see must be moving, because you're pretty sure that it was a relatively smooth spot. But as you kind of move your hand towards it, you already feel a spike just kind of touching your hand. And as you kind of move your hand away, it seemed like out of nowhere, this spike just grew out of the wall just to make it more uncomfortable and more dangerous for you.
So I get the feeling that the landscape is actually actively shifting to hurt us.
Yes. And as you kind of focus yourself, it's clear that you're in another dimension. You are no longer on your own plane.
Guys, hang on a moment.
You're alone.
I'm not with others.
No, you're completely
sorry.
alone.
I completely misunderstood that. Fluffles, is he with me?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah.
Do I sort of get, or does Cal sort of get the same judgment? Him sort of being able to move over treacherous terrain and stuff like that. That it's not like the landscape is flat. It's like it moves.
Pretty much all of you traveling more than a few minutes will start to feel that something isn't right. Probably Wheeler starts to feel like, okay, my feet are really starting to hurt. I need to be even more careful where I place my feet. And you never see it move. It just seems to only move where your feet or hands or anything is blocking your view of what's below, underneath, or whatever is it. And it's just as careful as you are. You even try for a couple of steps to tiptoe around. It doesn't seem to do much good. It constantly cuts and pierces itself, or at least tries to, into you. And so all of you start to feel the pain after just a few minutes.
Every 10 feet or so, Jimna is going to drop a ball bearing.
Okay.
Just to leave like a trail of breadcrumbs.
All right.
So
you just drop them and move on?
Yeah, just drop one every 10 feet.
Okay.
See if Wheeler slips on a ball bearing. Gonna kick you in your ball bearings.
Ellie is gonna drop a firebolt into the ground, like in front of her, and like and exclaim, "Stop hurting me!" Because she knows he's trying to hurt her actively. So she's dropping a firebolt into it.
All right. As you see a black spot appear where your firebolt just hits the ground, there seems to be a black marking. It's the rock is already grayish by itself, but throw your investigation.
Not as good. Investigation. 11.
11.
Yes.
You look at it. It looks weird. It's charred. It's blackish.
I wanna go up and like more closely look at it and maybe even touch it.
That's what you did.
Okay.
You investigated it, so you kind of looked at it. You touched it.
Okay.
Well, you've been careful, but
I touch it even. Okay.
Yeah, it looks
it pokes.
Strangely blackish, a little bit more fluent, bubbly almost.
Like a burn mark?
Could be.
I'm gonna blast something again.
All right.
Cal's
Same
been
spot?
walking now. Are you continue on, sure?
The same spot, Ellie, or just a different spot?
I was gonna blast right next to it to compare it,
Okay.
and after that I'll blast the same spot to compare the two of them.
All right. As you blast the new spot, it looks similar after just a moment. Then you blast the first spot again. It's not much difference.
Is it if I touch it, does it like attack me back again?
It doesn't really attack you. It never has.
No, but
it
you
just,
know,
yeah,
does
the same effects occurs as it did before. Yeah.
strange. Okay.
Cal, what do you do?
Cal's probably been walking for a wee while now. He turns around. And does it look like he's getting anywhere, or
Roll your perception.
So I was going to say Wheeler would be doing the same thing, like however long he's been walking for, he'll be looking like, have I got anywhere?
Yeah.
Yes. 12?
12. It all looks very similar.
Wheeler got a 19.
19. Yeah.
Same.
You think you saw that point over there, kind of high up? You didn't
like,
see it before.
Pointy.
Yeah. No, you think it's new.
20, not natural.
All right. You have similar markings in the wall where you think like, I don't believe I've seen stuff like that before, or similar combinations of these things. Wheeler, Cal, you, I believe, have the highest movement speed of the party, right?
Pretty much, yeah, 35 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't Wheeler.
Yeah. So after about 5-ish minutes or so, you come at a crossing where you can either go left or right.
Right. Before he makes a
You go
decision.
right? Okay.
No. No, before he makes a decision, he is going to cast Primeval Awareness. I think it takes a minute and one of the spell slots. And he can sense whether there is aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead within 1 mile, but it doesn't specify how many there is or what they are, just that they're there.
All right. 1 mile.
It's not my preferred terrain, so.
Yeah. No,
I don't think it's anybody's preferred terrain.
No.
No.
I just love this terrain.
Yeah, I gotta sit down and have a picnic.
Yeah, I go some hunting here. No, you don't sense any of it.
Right.
I was expecting you got Faye all up in this bitch.
Well, it gives the indication to Cal that is there anyone here at all within 1 mile? And like we were all pretty close to each other. So he knows that we're not in the same place we were anyway. Cal is going to roll. That is the 3. He's going to go
Like a barrel
left.
roll or okay.
Left?
I like
Yep.
it.
All right. Does anybody else do anything besides moving forward?
Yeah.
Ellie starts moving forward because she haven't yet.
Okay.
As Gemini is walking, he's going to look down at the ground and he's going to say, I have been on marble palace floors. I have been on dirt roads. I have been in thick forest with snakes underneath my feet. And yet you are the worst floor imaginable. You serve absolutely no purpose. You have no reason for being here. You really should just implode upon yourself and exist no longer as to no further provide any accommodation to anybody because nobody wants to be here. Nobody wants to be near you. Do you understand? He's going to cast Vicious Mockery.
That's just what he's saying.
All
He's
right.
mocking the floor.
Do you know what? Not surprised.
Yeah.
Is there any reaction from the floor? Does it look sadder?
You kind of look at it
A sad face appears in the.
and you see like You have the feeling that a spike just moved a little bit. Like, yeah.
Yes, you are bad and you should feel bad. He continues just mocking it as he walks forward.
Wheeler, do you do anything particular?
Just keeps walking,
All right.
eating his rabbit leg. Probably chewing on the bone at this point. He's probably finished it, so he's just like picking his teeth. Like, this place
Wait,
sucks.
did you have food on you?
He was probably holding a
He was
rabbit
in the
leg when he went there,
bag.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but the rabbit leg didn't join you.
Wheeler panics. Pure, unadulterated. You ever seen a wacky waving and little rumbling tube man?
Rumbling.
Just that.
Ellie,
No,
Who's getting
no,
it?
he'll carry on walking.
Ellie, who's getting pretty annoyed at this like rocky surface, she is gonna try to misty step forward just to see what happens, cause she could use magic. So she's like assuming she can use magic, but she just curious what it's gonna be like.
All right. You misty step forward.
Yeah.
I believe it teleports you like 30 feet or something.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay. And you land.
In the wall.
Aw.
You take 4 points of damage.
What the fuck?
Jeez.
As you kind of step out of this misty step portal,
Yeah.
you land on the ground again, and you feel that your shoes have just given away, and there's points sticking to the through your shoes on the bottom of your feet.
Rude! Okay, hang on. I really hate you right now. You're a really mean ground. I'm gonna walk on you less. She's gonna cast Alter Self. And appear as a... Let's go with Kobold, because they have scales. And scales are tougher than skin.
All right.
So she's giving her basically scaly feet, so it should hurt less theoretically.
All right. What happens? Does your clothes disappear, or?
No, I transform my appearance. I can decide what I look like, including height, weight, facial features, sound, voice, length, hair length, coloration, distinguishing characteristics, and...
Yeah, but is it just an illusion that creates it, or do you actually change into that?
Alter self, I think, changes you, doesn't it?
Yeah, my alter self changes me. I assume a different form. I actually changed my body.
Okay.
And transform my body, because that's why I got alter shell self and not disguise self, because disguise self is just an illusion. This is
Alright.
the illusion. And I will take off my shoes because they're fucking worthless, and I will mend them and then carry them on and just glare at them.
There we go.
I cast mending on them, because I think I had that. Yes, I do.
Okay. You you cast alter self, and you kind of shift, and you kind of lift your legs over your feet
Yeah.
to take off the shoes, and as you kind of lift your feet up, there's this moment as drops of blood drop from your feet,
Yeah.
and the spikes that were kind of pushing up into your feet, you now see that they have what looks like little mouths, little holes,
What the fuck?
and they seem to be consuming your blood. And as a drop of blood just drops on the ground, it creates a little dent, and it closes up above the drop.
The fuck? Fire! A firebolt on it. That spot.
All right. Yeah. It looks blackish.
What the fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Back away.
Cal will try to pick up the pace and go into a jog, feeling that he's getting nowhere.
All right. Jogging is way more painful than carefully walking.
That's what I was assuming. So he's gonna realize that he's getting more pain from moving quicker. So he slows to a walk, and then he realizes that it's not as painful. So then he stops, and then he just sits on the ground and sees if he can try and go into a trance.
You sit on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Someone's getting a spike up the bum.
Okay. You sit down on the ground, and how do you sit down?
He would sit cross-legged.
Splits.
Yes.
Splits. Ow! No.
I just got to imagine you sitting down, these wee mows latching onto your ass, just like, damn, he's thick.
You sit down and you take 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Obviously, that pain's going to bring him back to his feet. And then he thinks in his head the only thing he can do is probably just walk to keep it as bare minimal pain as possible. So he's just going to continue walking.
All right.
He doesn't see the mouth thing, no?
Well, depends. Do you get up and immediately start walking, or do you?
Well, he would get up and see what the source of the pain was.
Then you'd also see this.
Right. Okay. Then his only choice is to sort of keep moving, and hopefully he'll maybe find something. He knows it's some sort of prison, and he doesn't like it.
All right.
Gemini's still moving forward and mocking. And he's like, another thing, your walls also suck. But he's going to take out the adamantium scimitars, and he's going to start like trying to knock down the points and see if that works.
Okay. You strike against the wall, and there are some chunks coming off.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna just keep doing that, moving forward against the floor like that, just trying to get the spikes out of the way as he's walking.
Yeah, no worries. That's easily done. It is a bit tiring to just strike. It's because it doesn't give a lot. It just it stops all of a sudden. But sparks fly off, bits of rock fall off.
Yes, how do you like it, bitch?
But your feet start to hurt more and more, and you're pretty sure that your shoes are close to the point of just giving up.
He'll snatch them off and throw them in his backpack and wrap his feet in hempen rope, like Muay Thai style, and then just keep going.
All right. Roll your. Do you have any proficiency with anything that would help you wrap your feet up properly with rope?
I have hands. Like, I don't understand how this is a problem. Let me check.
See how well you wrap yourself in these things.
Sleight of hand.
If that's the best thing you have, you can roll that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That works.
If you would have like leather work or sewing or stuff like that, you would have more knowledge of how to.
Or first aid.
No.
First aid, maybe even. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like half proficiency in medicine, but I'll take sleight of hand.
Okay.
For it. That's only a 13.
13. Okay, so you wrap yourself your feet in these wrappings and continue walking, and you start to notice that after just a couple of steps, the spikes seem to start to find gaps in it, or just start to prick in between it. Not just that, but the rope itself as well. But
Right.
your feet are starting to hurt, and you wouldn't be surprised if it draws a little bit of blood here and there.
Okay. And just check and adjust them every once in a while while when going back and swinging through and mocking relentlessly.
Yeah.
These are the three things Gemini does.
Ellie is seeing that walking forward hurts. Does walking backwards, like the way going back to where she started, does that hurt as much as well?
You turn around and take a step back.
Yeah.
Just the same.
Does climbing the walls, is that possible?
You look at it. Now it has sharp edges and stuff to it. It would be more or less not easily, but it would be climbable.
She's gonna give it a try. Because if
Alright.
going forward hurts, why not try going up instead?
You start to move towards the wall, and you
Yeah.
kind of look at your hands. They're scaly as a kobold right now,
Yeah.
but
It's still painful.
yeah, so far you've been walking on your shoes, and now that you kind of move towards it, you feel the spikes and the points and the sharp edges cutting into your kobold feet, and it does not feel good.
Just a quick one. What would you define as carrying?
As in anything that you would have on your back, on your body, stuff like that.
So, say for example, mage hand, it can carry 10 pounds. What if it was just between something and something else?
What do you mean?
So say Wheeler cast mage hand and just had it on the ground and stood on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just stood on it. Just one leg up.
Yeah, you could try.
He will try.
You can definitely try.
And he definitely will. So you'd be worried about, did he come to a crossroads? Did all of us do that? Or is it just...
you and Ellie probably as the last, because you have a slower movement rate than the others do.
Ellie's probably super lost because she's doing random shit on the way.
Yeah.
So, but after a while, you all come to a T-crossing, and you just kind of decide if you want to go left or right.
At the T-crossing, probably, Wheeler would just be like, yeah, fucking ow, and do the mage hand, have it on the ground, and then stand on it and see if that helps.
You take 6 points of damage as you kind of stand on the hand, and you think like, oh, this is working. And all of a sudden the hand just poof, disappears, and your feet slam into spikes.
He flips off the ground, and then he'll probably be like, left. Always left never, no, right never fails. No. Tails never fails. So I need to go right. Yep, and you'll go right. Go, ow.
All right.
Ow.
When Gemini gets to the crossroads, he's just going to stand in the center of it with the ball bearing still leading back to the way in which he came. And he's going to start yelling, anybody? Is there anybody down any of these corridors? Just wait for like 5 minutes while yelling.
Mm-hmm. As you guys are all kind of just either moving forward, standing there, trying things, you all of a sudden feel movement. It's like the entire area you are in is being moved.
The fuck?
It first feels a bit, how do I put it? Like you're in an elevator going up too quick. So you feel like, ooh,
You feel the motion, yeah.
Yeah, your stomach goes. And it all happens in a continuous motion. So it feels like you're being lifted. And then all of a sudden it feels like it drops. And so you are all lifted off the ground, smacked against the ceiling, which surprisingly enough has sharp edges and spikes waiting for you. And then you feel yourself slammed to the side, and drop to the ground again. You each take 15 points of damage.
Damn.
Can I shield it?
You can shield it if you want.
Ellie would use shield because it's random damage from nowhere.
All right. You shield it. The spikes go through.
What? Okay,
Rage.
but it's good to know.
Yeah.
It's a clue.
Such a raging clue.
I don't know. Grasping for straws here, man.
So it's a South Park
Yeah.
reference.
And this was a very well. Besides the spikes and the cuts that you all have gotten, this was a very real experience. And everybody, roll your intelligence.
Hmm.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Ooh.
5! Because I have +2. It's a 5.
No,
I
plus
as
0.
well.
19 plus 0.
18. Haha.
All right, Wheeler and Cal, you kind of lie there and you get up carefully and like, it felt like something was shaking whatever you guys were in.
Mm.
Mhm. It's like we're in a container or
in
something.
that fucking jam. Yeah, Wheeler will say that out loud. And Wheeler will start calling, Damon! Mr. Damon! Well, fuck you too.
So, does everybody get up and continue walking?
Wheeler will get up and he has a bag filled with 1,000 ball bearings. Do you know how big they are? He's going to pour them all out onto the ground to try and make like a little platform to stand on. And he's just going to like, even if he has to get on his knees to like stay so he doesn't slip or anything, but he's going to try and stay on that so that he's not on spikes.
All right. You kind of, sorry.
Yeah, no, go on.
You kind of carefully pour out the 1,000 ball bearings that you are carrying with you.
Yeah.
And just for reference, these are tiny balls.
I figured.
Yeah, because you're not carrying like these types
I
of
was
balls.
saying, yeah, just,
Oh yeah, these are 1,000 of them.
yeah, I didn't know this was a bag of holding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you kind of roll them out, and as you pour out about, you would say 3, 4, maybe 500, close to half of the bag, you see spikes already kind of appearing on the surface. You're like, damn.
He flips off the spike and then carries on walking.
All right. So everybody moves onward.
Yeah. And Ellie
Yeah.
will go to the left when she gets to the crossroad.
Yeah, that's what Gemini would do too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, so fuck you. So was it?
I always go left if I can.
Yep.
I just rolled the dice.
As you move onward, Cal, you are the first to see a door.
A door?
Yeah.
What does this door look like?
It looks like a wooden door. It's kind of U-shaped. And it has a handle on it. And the handle is covered in spikes.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. He'll walk up to the door, and he knows it's going to hurt him, so he's going to open the door. Use the handle.
You grab the handle, and as soon as you grab it, you feel the spikes expand into your hand. You take 7 points of damage as blood pours out of your hand. Do you open the door?
Yep.
You open the door. All right. And you pass through it.
So just more hallway.
What does the rest of you do?
I turned left and kept going.
Okay.
Yeah, Ellie does the same.
Okay.
And if she starts bleeding again and see the mouth, she's gonna fucking flame the mouth before it closes off.
Yeah. Ellie, seeing as you walk here as a kobold,
Yeah.
you feel that your feet that were already burning from the points that you had jammed into you,
Yeah.
they start to bleed more and more. And you take 3 points of damage.
Okay. Do I see any mouths?
Do you stop to investigate? Because the mouths were tiny.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
I flame the mouth.
All right. As you stand still to flame it,
Yeah.
you feel the edges and the points that you're standing on seem to somehow get sharper, and you take 5 points of damage.
What? How rude. Says I that tosses flame at it.
The part that you flamed is black, and the mouth seems to be gone.
Rude. Yeah, she'll start walking,
All right.
I suppose. Yes.
Gemini,
Yes.
you arrive at a door, and it looks identical to the one that Cal has seen.
Gemini's going to look at the spiked handle and say, haha, no, no. And then he's going to take out the scimitar and start hacking at the door.
All right. You start hacking at the door, and as you do, the door takes damage. It starts to come apart. As you keep hacking into it, the scimitar isn't really made to break down a door easily.
It specifically is because it does crit against fucking walls and shit. Nah!
Can we have it as canon that just Gemini said that to the door? Like the first few strikes don't do damage, he's just like, but okay. The door's just like, oh, I do apologize, sorry.
The door is pretty thick, and it
So
takes
am I.
a long time to get through. And as you stand there hacking up against the door, you take 6 points of damage.
Sure, sure.
You continue hacking.
Mhm.
You take 5 points of damage.
Sure, sure.
As you see the door is starting to slowly give, and you take another 8 points of damage.
Okay. And as soon as it starts to give,
the door starts to come apart.
Cool. He's going to take off the rope around his feet, put the planks under his feet, tie the rope back.
All right. There you go. You walk through it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ellie.
These wooden sandals.
Yeah.
Wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, you start to see a door as well. Wheeler, your feet are bleeding, and you take 4 points of damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Has he reached the door yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Does he? So look at him. So it's same thing, spiked handle.
Yep.
He's gonna look at the handle and be like, I ain't touching that shit. And he's gonna pull out some flask oil that he has. Will he? Oil. Oh, wait, is that? Hold on, sorry. Let me just check that is a flask of oil. Yeah, flask of oil. Okay, sorry. I thought I misread what it was. I was like, oh, it is different. It's a flask. No, he takes out a flask of the oil, and he just talks to the door. He's like, look, I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. Just open, and I'll walk through, and all will be good. Otherwise, I'm gonna burn the fucking shit out of you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, my feet are too fucking sore right now to deal with your shit door. Just open. Don't give me that. I know this place is magical as fuck.
Ellie, you are also in front of this door.
Yes.
What do you do?
It's a door. Where does it go? Handle. More spikes. I don't like spikes. Mage hand.
Mage hand grabs
yeah.
it disappears.
Oh, bitch. Okay, fine. I'm sorry for throwing fire at you. Stop throwing spikes at me.
What do you do?
Okay, that didn't work. What's behind the door? Is it like a door into the wall, or is it just?
It's the door into the wall. Yeah, you can't see what's behind it.
Fine. She grabs it.
All right. As you grab it,
Yeah.
you and Wheeler feel that same sensation. There's something lifting you up. You're going higher.
No, hold on.
Chucks the oil at the door.
You chuck the oil at the door.
And press it. If I have time, press the digitation to light the fucker.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, no.
Flips it off as I'm going out. It's like, fuck you!
You just hold on to the handle, Ellie, or you go open it and go inside?
If I can open it, I will open.
All right. Yeah, you have a split second as you feel this, like, ooh, you're
Okay,
being
so
lifted.
it's push down and like toss myself in.
Okay. Wheeler, you throw the bottle up against the door. And
yeah. And press the digitation to light it and swears at it.
okay.
I don't make idle threats, dickhead!
I done told you once.
You take 10 points of damage
Fucking dumbass door.
as you're again being shaken.
Ow.
And
Fucking ow.
there's
He's
also
really
some,
ow right now.
There's
He's-
also some oil on you, and you're also slightly burning.
Oh. Oh. Well, that's not ideal. Have I been shook around? Am I now back lying on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Stand up carefully. As carefully as can. I like. Ow. What shape's the door in?
It's a U form.
No, how is it doing?
Yes.
Oh, what shape? Oh, sorry.
It's on fire.
What shape is the door in? Yeah.
Sorry.
It doesn't seem to be too bothered. It's a bit blackish.
All right. Well, we're going Half-Life on this fucker. I get the crowbar out. Start
Okay.
prying.
It opens.
Flip it off as I walk in.
All right.
Burn down better doors than you.
Cal, you reappear. There's a horrible smell. You're standing in the grassland where you've set up camp. The fire you guys made is gone. There's just some ash and embers left, but no, not even embers. It's completely died out, and whatever Wheeler was cooking has horribly gone wrong. It's been on the fire way too long, and it's ugh.
Right. So he turns around, he sees nobody but where the dead fire and the burnt food and
Yeah.
everybody's like bedrolls and stuff like that, but nobody else is there.
Nope.
Can he tell from this distance, or if we get closer to the fire, how long it takes for a fire to burn out? How long they've been there?
You just started the fire, so a couple of hours.
A couple of hours.
Yeah, it's you look around, it's dark, but it's close to becoming morning.
If they were all stuck in the same place, eventually they should get out. Hopefully. It's not like I can do anything for them. He's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself anyway, just in case something else might happen.
You hear Wheeler's voice on the wind. Get more rabbits, he'll be hungry.
Yeah, he probably, once he casts Cure Wounds, he'll probably try and get the fire started again, at least.
All right. Yeah, you look around. You were able to gather some wood here and there. You were able to start a new fire. This will take a toll on the amount of wood that you guys gathered. But there's some trees over there. You can probably get some more.
All right.
And as you kind of are busy making the fire, you see out of the grass, you hear something moving.
10. That was 10 points of healing, by the way.
Okay.
I'll turn immediately and draw the bow to see what it is.
You see Fluffles hopping out of the grass as he kind of looks at you.
Oh, look, dinner arrived. As he sort of giggles and he puts the arrow down, puts it away, and goes, "Hey, Fluffles, come on over."
I'd love to see your face if you actually fired that arrow. Just like turns into a big fuck off dragon. It's like, oh really? I think you're right. Dinner has arrived.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched the previous episodes, go back and watch the previous episodes.
Yeah.
But they should have watched the previous episodes.
Cal will get out a wee bit of like travel rations or whatever he's been able to find while he was out, like berries or something, and be like, we'll try to give them to Fluffles to get them to come closer.
Yeah. Well, Fluffles immediately walks towards you and starts eating. He seems hungry.
Don't worry. Hopefully they'll be back soon.
Gemini, you pop out of wherever it is you're from. All of a sudden, you see Gemini just appear.
Fucking spikes are
Whoa!
screaming.
Oh, it's you.
Gemini still looks like the demon, by the way. You never know.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, he did see you when he left, so be like, "Oh yeah, it's you."
Yeah, that's a point. How long did that last for? Is fucking Wheeler still up?
It was like, well, if it was 2 hours, but it depends if it was 2 hours it lasted in there.
This guy's
Up to
self
the DM,
lasts for an hour. I don't know. He didn't move it. Yeah.
Okay, it depends on if time moves the same in the two dimensions.
I don't know.
Which I have a
Does
feeling
he still
it might
have
not.
the form?
As he comes out, no.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Nice to
Hello,
see you
Cal.
back with the land of living.
yes. Where's everyone? Are they still?
I'm guessing they're in the same situation we were. Were you in a hallway with jaggedy floors, everything? It was just piss.
No, I was in a field of fluffy pillows of clouds with naked women everywhere feeding me wine.
I wish I was there, because mine was terrible.
Oh, that sounds awful. And he takes off the boards from under his feet and throws them in the fire.
Insight.
Yeah. By the way, the boards are gone.
Okay. He'll just unwrap his feet and put everything back. But check his boots too, make sure, see if they're okay or
Yeah,
not.
they're still damaged.
Okay. Well, I will ask Ellie tomorrow.
These must have been very, very nasty fields.
Yes, no, terrible. Yes, quite awful. The wine was subpar.
I would agree.
Yes.
Ellie, you
Yeah.
pop out.
Yes,
Oh, God.
as my normal self.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fuck
Yes.
that place, Fluffles.
Cheesy.
Fluffles.
He runs towards you.
Catch it. Hug it.
Yes.
Okay. What the fuck was that place?
I don't know. Can you mend my boots?
Priorities, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently the wine was subpar.
Yes.
What wine? There was tiny
The wine.
mouths.
Yeah,
Oh.
I assume we were all in the same place. Well, I see the mouse too.
What were those? I tried to burn it. It didn't work.
I'm guessing it's some sort of spell. As from what I can tell. I don't know exactly what it is, but it was a prison and it was painful.
Prison?
And
it a
then I
prison?
think we're lucky to get out.
Was it a prison?
Anyway, back to the real information.
Yes, my boots. Oh, wait, what?
It's been 2 hours. The fire's gone out. Everything's burnt.
Oh, no, it's been longer than 2 hours.
Oh, for them guys popping out?
No. You started it at the beginning of the evening. It's now close to morning.
Right. So he would be able to tell anyway. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he realized that it's been longer. So we've been in there for a while. Any sign of Wheeler?
Any sign of
No.
Tarek either. He's.
Please
Tarek,
let Wheeler just come out like faceplant. Just
No, I haven't seen either. I don't know. It was very strange. Where's the gem?
It's
You
on the
had it
ground.
last.
What did Dungeon also say?
Huh?
I did not hear what you said.
Oh, sorry. It's on the ground where you left it.
Carefully pick it up. Look into it.
You still see the demon in it.
I would suggest that we don't bugger with the gem again.
Hands it to Cal.
Okay.
You reappear as well.
He'll take the gem
Face planting like on the ground.
and find
Hello,
something
Wheeler.
to wrap it in and just keep it somewhere safe.
sorry, say again.
You reappear, Wheeler, and you kind of face plant into the
Yeah.
ground.
Okay, just go to fucking door.
Yes. You didn't destroy yours and wear it as shoes.
Yeah.
We
What?
wore yours as shoes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes. The wine was subpar.
Is this thief can for some like is this a sneaky language part you're doing? You keep saying random shit at each other and I never understand it.
What? The wine was subpar.
He knows.
What
Yeah.
wine?
The wine.
Someone. I'm not exaggerating. But I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
Are you talking about
Why-
blood?
Cal,
God. I've no idea. Fix my shoes.
Yeah,
For the love of
yes,
God,
the
fix
shoes,
my
yes,
shoes.
the shoes, yes. Also heal now, healing word at Wheeler, because he seems in distress.
Very much so.
Let's see here, 1d4 plus 3.
Why is it always
Cool.
fucking Wheeler? In fact, why is it always my characters getting injured?
5. You gain 5.
Just, thank you.
Right. Oh, and Ellie, that I think that's something to do with those two. Best not to understand it,
But they're
from
weird.
what I can gather.
But they're so weird.
Yes. Now, Tarok, where is he?
Yeah, we're just waiting for him then now.
Yes.
Are we waiting for
Right.
him?
Oh,
I mean,
food.
you would think
Get
he'd be
more
the
food.
first one out.
We-
Yes,
Oh,
I would like some of that as well.
Maybe
Wheeler
we
starts
should.
Remaking dinner with whatever he's got on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe we should like continue setting up camp properly and maybe take a rest while
Yes.
we wait for him. I don't know. I
Yes.
feel pretty hurt.
I concur.
Wheeler's like,
And I heal your boots in the fucking morning.
It is the fucking morning.
After sleep, it's not morning until you slept.
It is morning when the sun is in the sky.
But only if you slept.
I need my boots.
Wheeler throws his boots up.
You have boots.
How am I supposed to keep watch without boots?
You have boots.
Well, shoes. Well, no, actually, do they have boots?
You're a halfling. Blasphemy.
Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry, Paul, never mind. He throws his feet at her. Fix my feet.
Makes more sense, yeah.
Actually, on that note, though, is his clothes like patched with holes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he strips up.
Yes.
Throws
Yeah.
it.
Gemini just
Fix
puts
it.
it in a pile.
Standing there, and his wife runs, cooking carefully.
But I'm going to keep walking.
Prestigation the pile to make it smelly and walk away.
When he's like, "Oh, it smells better, thanks." I shit myself in there.
Oh, I believe it.
Not joking.
Alright, can Cal tell what sort of time of day it actually is and when noon is?
You would say that it is at this point about 6 in the morning, so the sun is just coming up.
Right, well, it's what I would roughly say about 6 in the morning.
The
We only
sun's
have
just coming up.
so we've got what, a couple of hours we could maybe sleep.
Yes.
Come, I'm taking 8.
Yes.
Fucking drag me if you need to.
And then we'll give Tarek a chance to pop up. What if he doesn't?
Well,
He's a big boy. He'll be fine. He'll turn up.
he's the biggest boy. He should have been here first.
But what
Maybe
if he
he's got
doesn't?
stuck in the doorway.
What if the tiny
Where?
mouse ate him?
Where's that crystal?
Oh, I have it here wrapped up.
Point to Cal.
I would like to speak to it.
Don't piss it off.
I will try.
No, don't let him speak to it. He annoys everyone.
You're not wrong.
He annoys me, and I actually like him. So
Yes.
Probably because
Convince
you are
me
annoying.
that you're not going to piss it off.
I cannot promise that.
He pisses everyone off.
Then you're not getting the crystal.
That's
Cal.
right. Then you ask.
Cal, you talk to it.
Yes. Ask where Tarek is, and
I can't even speak to it.
I can't either, but I could. It speaks to you.
Can I cast comprehend languages on other
yeah,
people?
I'm checking that too.
Yeah.
Cause I could speak
No.
to it, and it spoke
No,
to
it's
me,
just self.
and I couldn't speak with it the first time around. I didn't understand shit, but I could speak to it when it was in the crystal. I don't know. Maybe it does some mindfuckery. Does it do some mindfuckery? Can she figure this out?
I'll Wheeler translates. He's like, if it wants to talk to you, you'll be able to understand it. That's what she said.
Yes.
Insight.
On?
On.
On Wheeler.
Okay. Spoiler warning, he's telling the truth.
It's worth a try. He doesn't
Okay,
trust
sure,
these
go.
two at all.
Go for it.
He's
It's
actually
not great.
translating Ellie pretty well.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
A 10.
Alright.
Yeah. Looks like he's telling the truth.
Right. I'll give it a go, but if it doesn't work,
I'm sorry, we need a compilation of stupid rules in this channel. And I have to say, that's not the top 5. He's telling the truth, and I know this. I better insight him.
no, but Cal doesn't.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, you're the
Cal
regular
doesn't
RP.
trust you or Gemini with even his
Why?
life.
What did Gemini ever do to you?
What did we do?
Wait, he trusts Ellie?
Yeah, it's kind of trust
More.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Because remember when he first met Ellie just like open arms.
Mm.
So
Oh yeah, whereas Wheeler was a
Gemini
complete
kind of
bastard.
like yeah, Gemini kind of just like fucking sprant away. He knows there's something deep down he doesn't want to tell anybody. And Wheeler can talk to Gemini, so he
Yeah.
thinks they're in cahoots.
So I'm guilty by association. Or
Yep, guilty by association.
Can I see this insight check? I want to check his insight check. Fucking to complete this game.
Right, so what am I telling this creature?
That he's. No, wait, no.
Where Tarek is?
Ask it where Tarek is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll open it up, like There's a good 2, maybe 3 layers on this thing. And then he takes it out and goes, right, me and you need a conversation. Where's the rest of our friends?
Comprehend languages.
Williams Kruger doesn't care.
He's probably talking to it in common, so.
He is over this demon shit.
Who is this?
Tarek.
New Gem,
Gem,
who
who
dis?
Oh dear.
Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah. COVID-19 5.
Yeah. Across the world.
Oh dear.
Oh, could have done that if we tried. That's it. End the stream. It's not going to get any better than that. I'm done.
Oh shit. That was good. Oh fuck. Oh. Whew.
Ellie is looking at Cal confused.
Can Cal even understand it?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, and just for reference, you hear him in your head, not.
And it sounds like common to him or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't laughed that hard since I was a little girl.
Can anybody else hear it? Is the question. He looks around. Does anybody else understand?
They understand you, but
Okay.
Right. Who am I, or who am I looking for?
who are you?
One of your recent victims. Not too pleased about it. What have you done with the rest of them? Most of them seem to have come back.
Each of you are set with a challenge.
A challenge, you say?
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
And what sort of challenge was this supposed to prove?
My strength, my control over you.
Control. Right. I see. Someone pisses you off, you get angry, and you lash out like a child.
Exactly.
Sorry, we're not laughing. Very serious. Don't fucking piss him off, please.
Gemini's like prepping disguise self.
Right. Well,
Oh,
where's Tarek then?
I'm sorry, Shin. We can't play together anymore.
He has not finished his challenge yet.
From what I can tell, if he doesn't finish the challenge, he might die.
Perhaps.
That wouldn't bode well for you.
What would you do to me?
Well, from what I can tell, releasing you is a bad thing. Destroying you will release you. So maybe I'll just find a nice little corner of the earth to trap you even further, where nobody will find you.
I hear the ocean is nice all the times of year.
Yeah, you heard of the deep ones? You get to meet them to see how much your fire fights then. Yeah.
All I want to know is
Doesn't
if
say that.
Tarek's-
Does not say that. He's not trying to piss it off.
All I want to know is if Tarek is going to make it out safely,
That's
and
up
you
to
can ensure this. One might say it's a bargain.
I'll make you a deal.
And what's the deal?
Throw me into the fire, and I'll make sure he comes back.
Wraps him up, puts him away. Right, from what I can tell, we're not getting anywhere with him.
Can we just release him and kick his ass again? Would
Do
that?
you
That's
want
what
to
I'm
throw him in the
considering.
fire?
There's a good chance he'll just go back into the gem, like some sort of weird creature. Who
Maybe.
goes into gems when they die?
Maybe,
So-
but it would make me feel better. Or another alternative, slightly out there, but if we go to like a big city, I am sure there are some people who might buy it for a lot of money, and then it's a them problem.
Yes, I know a few people who.
It's
would be
also a
interested.
still us problem.
What if they don't like us knowing that they have it, so they make a deal with it and it comes after us again, and then we have to kill it again, then we have to repeat all it all. I don't like
Exactly,
that.
but then we get the gem back, and then we can go and sell it again for more money.
This I
What
like
if
this.
he
I like where
double
this is going.
curses? What if he
So-
double curses us?
So that's when the price of the gem increases.
Yes,
Risk versus reward.
agreed. Yes.
This is
Cal?
marketing.
Cal, promise me you don't give them the gem because I don't trust them with this.
No, we're keeping
In
the gem.
Fair. He doesn't have to give either of us anything.
I was going to say Whaler in Thieves Camp to Gemini, just be like, do you want me just to lift it tonight?
I mean,
Can you
either
you
one
like,
of us.
You do know I
from
don't
them?
have to
No, just-
sleep as long as you.
This isn't Thieves Camp. He's like, I can steal
That's
it.
like-
No,
So
but
usually,
I
like,
know you two.
Usually here, like, I don't know. Yeah, the pineapple's really tall this year. Ah,
Mhm.
yes, but the trees are swinging.
Yes.
Yeah.
The wine is subpar.
Yeah, the wine is subpar.
Interesting little language you've got there.
I don't
Yes.
trust
The
them.
wine, new
No,
new
we did.
gem. Who dis?
Anyway,
Keep it
my
from them.
suggestion is we don't do any of that crap because
Sorry, I'm making a T-shirt. I'm going to make a T-shirt with the new gem. Who dis?
Who
Fucking
dis?
happening. Sorry.
is that we keep the gem because we know nothing about what it's done to us. We might need it. So by the time we get to these people who can cure us of the curse, we might need the demon who done it.
Well,
If we don't have the demon,
counter offer, when we get to them, they are all adept at killing fiendish things.
yeah, they can kill it. Plus, we're one man down and we're all injured.
Yes. So when we get to them, we find out how it dies, then we make it so.
And if we do it really nice, we might get to keep the gem
And then, sell
again,
it.
and then sell it and split
have a
it
plan.
2 ways.
Yes.
Guys,
Sure, you can do whatever you want with it afterwards.
if you take the gem too early, I will unmend your clothes.
Well, you haven't mended them yet anyway, so
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I will.
they-
I will
that-
unmend them.
That threat rings on deaf ears until these are mended.
yes, going to need these
Yes,
boots
in
mended.
the morning.
So, do you know what would really show us if you mended them now, and then we would be like, "Oh, okay, well, we
Oh
can't."
no! Oh,
'Cause-
we'll lose the
Yeah,
mending that
because
she's
until
graciously offered.
then, yeah, like right now, I could still wait. If I steal it
Yeah.
now, there's no
Yes.
threat. But if you fix them, there's
Yes.
a threat.
This is correct.
Is that
Also,
blackmail?
food's ready.
I can also throw fire at them.
Well, they're already pretty beat up.
Yeah, I mean I'm fine with this sort of just standing there in his shorts.
You have to wait
Okay, done. Now what?
longer.
You see, you didn't say that. These are specifics.
I
Devil's
told
in the
you,
details
in
and in the gem.
morning after sleep.
Ali, we will absolutely wait. And then I turn in Thieves' Cat. I'm lying.
Yeah.
Well, you can't make me, Fluffles. I
So
need to
what
tell you
do
about
they
the
hear?
Armour Class.
We'll have to know what nonsense comes out.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm telling the truth.
Couldn't have put it
Oh,
better.
sure.
Yes. Me too.
Can't make me. Ellie's gonna go try to
In
get
Thieves'
something.
Camp, if we know what way she moves her hands to make the spell, she
Yes,
might not
well,
need to
she's
be.
rest.
Yeah, she might not need to be awake for it.
I agree. We
We'll
have
try
a
it.
plan.
Fluffles, if they come close, you may bite them.
You distract the cat.
Easily done.
Little. This guy was just- you with a bit of string, like prancing naked, and trying to get the cat. Come, Mr. Kitty. And then if it doesn't, you vicious mockery the cat. You suck.
What kind of cat doesn't taste string?
And this is the ballad of how Gemini got out by a dragon. Sorry, we just went off on our own. We were there. Hey, DM.
Yep.
Sorry, what's going on? So, new gem, who dis?
So yeah, Cal's gonna take his stuff and move it further away from everybody.
It's the right thing to do.
And he's gonna have his bedroll every night, and he's gonna have the gem right at the bottom of his backpack with everything else on top of it, because he knows they're gonna try. And he's gonna lay like little twigs and like broken leaves and stuff all around, so that they will crunch if anyone gets near them. And then he takes his bow out and the other bow, and he takes his time taking the bowstring off one and putting on the new one.
All right. Roll either your strength or dexterity.
It'll probably be dex. That is a 23.
All right. You carefully take off the string of your bow, and you start to string it to your new bow, and it works perfectly. You hook it on, and you look at it. You're like, yeah. You still feel the sensation of pain, though.
It's not like it hasn't fixed it, sort of thing.
Nope. And just as you go, like, what the? Why am I still feeling this pain? You see the string snap.
You see, this is why I didn't want to do this. Oh well. I'll take the string off. I don't think you would have anything to repair it with at the moment, so.
Oh no, if only we had someone who could mend.
Yeah,
Snore,
that's a
snore.
good point, actually.
Snore, snore.
Yeah.
Snore, snore.
Yes,
Yeah,
mending would be very handy right now. If only we had someone who knew how to do it.
Yeah,
Stares
he
and
remembers
halfling.
that they were talking about mending, and obviously Ellie must be able to do it or something. So with what he's got, he can't repair it, so he'll just leave it for the morning. But he will sort of spend more time with the bow itself to see if he can maybe glean more off it. But he's not going to sleep at all.
All right. Yeah. The pain, for some reason, that the bow is feeling, you feel as well. And
That'll help keep him up.
yeah. So everybody, what does the rest do?
Ellie went to sleep already.
Okay.
That's a
By the way, Cal, do you stay awake, or do you go into your trance to meditate? And
I look like I'm positioned in the trance, but I'm awake,
okay.
staring at one single point.
Okay. Gemini? Wheeler, what do you do?
Wheeler will eat a bit more, and then probably pass out feeling quite sorry for himself because he's still like super sore and covered in things. And he's like, why always me? Second time this has happened. Fuck my life.
Same for Gemini. He'll eat and then pass out and feel bad for Wheeler.
All right. So everybody sleeps except for Cal, and the new day, well, has already started. Does everybody rest for 8 days? Oh, 8 days, 8 hours?
Days, yes. Yes, he does.
Hell to the yes. Yeah.
I'll be back in a few episodes.
Well, Ellie, if essentially Fluffles there and wakes her up, she would probably sleep her, 6 needed hours and then spend like 2 hours doing light activities.
Okay. Cal, do you stay awake all the time?
He will, but he will probably take a short rest.
Okay. That does mean you get an exhaustion.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
All right. Okay. So, as the morning or pretty much the afternoon has started, you are all awake and ready to do whatever you want to do. And I think we'll pick it up the next session.
Cool.
Nice.
Just before we go off, first thing Wheeler says as he wakes up, got that mended yet?
Throw something at him.
If it
next
ain't my
time-
mended clothes,
Next
I'm gonna be
time. Yeah, but anyway, thank you all for watching.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.
Yes, stay safe, stay healthy. Don't hoard the toilet paper.
yeah, there's a pandemic going on. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bye.
No.
Bye-bye.